I miss that shit we used to talk about. It was some shit we should've spoke about. I miss the shit we used to talk about. I miss the shit we used to joke about. What happened when forever over? What happened when forever over?
Champion, we are still here, and it's going down very soon. RBE has done it again. Hitman Holla versus Bill Collector. This match goes back way in the past. We're talking about 2012, 2013 when the incident happened. And I think pretty much it's literally built off of that, you know, scuffle or fight, whatever you want to call it. I'm pretty sure Hitman and Bill Collector will explain it within the battle.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But this is closure.
Oh, yes.
I mean, how y'all feel?
Go ahead.
Well, I feel like this is closure. I think that the whole narrative of just wasn't even a fight. Hitman say little brother hit him one time. That's a lot of damage for one punch, you know. So
I think it was more than a punch.
Yeah,
I was a punch and a kick.
I'm sure there was more to it. You know, I can't call Hitman a liar though. You know, I don't know that now. I wouldn't disrespect him like that. But you know, in his
there's people there that was saying like what happened.
Oh, I
you know what I mean? There's also footage.
Summer Madness too, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Right
yeah.
outside,
I understand the
before the battle.
Yeah.
Hitman did the little blog, you know what I mean? You go back, you know, him explaining what happened. That was his last time speaking on it, you know, according to the blog. So, you know, he said little brother hit
No,
him
he
one time.
tweeted out some stuff too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've seen the tweets.
He's jumping on this angle.
I can't, I thank y'all so much for getting me on Twitter, but I can't. it's amazing. What do you call him? Flipper Man Holla? That was. But, I think the energy for this one is going to be through the roof, man. We got two of the best performers in battle rap. Okay. You know, I've never been to the music room. I know it's in ATL. My understanding is it's a smaller, venue.
Yeah.
But
that's what I seen on pay-per-view.
Typical for RBE.
Yeah,
that's
typical
the
for
kind of crowd they
RBE.
like.
Yeah, I mean, you know, no disrespect, ARP. I know you always get mad when people say that. I just don't know if that small venue can contain these two, like their energy, their egos, their performance, like that. That battle, I can't wait for. I mean, you know, I'm gonna get to it. Oh, right, just jump right into it. You ain't.
No, let's just switch somebody else.
I got Bill, man. I got Bill 2-1. I think Bill is an overall better rapper. Okay, but Bill has an overall better pen. It could be debated. It could be debated. But let's put it this way. I'll edge the pen to Bill. But again, you know, we talk about some of these guys, and again, no disrespect to Hitman, man. It's so hard, you know, because you know you gotta see these folk. I think Bill is a better performer than Hitman. I think Bill performance. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Bill performance. I think.
What?
Really?
You might call time on you.
So y'all got me in a previous discussion when we talked about the last time we saw you, right? We saw Hitman versus Casino. Okay, that was in a smaller venue.
Yeah.
How'd the performance look?
It didn't look, you know, but then again, too, you gotta understand that the entire crowd was there. That was hometown hero.
Okay.
You gotta factor that in, too.
Okay. And then we saw, hometown. And then, I know the footage hasn't dropped yet, but we was there. Yeah. We was there. Last time I saw Bill. Yeah. That performance was crazy. Where was he at when he did the super duper scope? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that didn't land, though.
It debatably landed. It didn't land.
When this dropped, you know, my memory's pretty good on that battle. At least he literally said
he did that against Dot too, right?
Yeah. I think Bill Collector said versus Drug. He said that didn't land. It didn't land.
Well, he did it versus Twerk too. Yeah. I mean, you know, he's had other battles. You know, Bill battle every other week. So, but I think that Bill's performance is overlooked a lot of time. Bill has a reputation of being a clown, being a jokester, and of course this angle has been there for forever. So everybody that battles him talks about that, and I think that him finally facing the culprit or ringleader, however you want to call it, because you know it was actually Hitman's little brother.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, I think him finally standing in front of him, I think the performance is going to be through the roof. I hope RBE has plenty of security, like you said, when they had Math and Hollow. But
they don't need security. I think the family of RBE in Orlando, you know, based on the past pay-per-view, they had a whole bunch of people walk to the stage and like some big people that then they're all got family and friends, so they're straight.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what.
Yeah.
I think
Holla's
Bill
good.
Collector said there's not really any true
Yeah.
bad blood anymore.
Right,
He
yeah.
said that in mid-interview, so...
They wouldn't have booked it if that was the case.
Right, yeah, at the end of the day, again, shout out to RD. I don't believe that they would ever put anybody, any of the fans or any of the
Let's show out to
professionals.
something crazy, but...
Right, because
How you feel?
I mean, I'm excited for this battle. I don't see how you have Bill Collector winning. Shout out to Devil Bar Bill. This is one of them true grudge matches that, as a battle rap fan for a long time, we've been waiting for. Let's not gloss over the fact that this is Hitman's first battle on RBE too, right?
Yeah,
this is
How
true.
we feel about that?
This is true.
Excited for it, but I hope he's not lacking on the crowd, so to speak. I hope he understands the whole crowd and they vibe and what's going on. And I don't know if he's first, last, how that's working out, but hopefully he get a chance to
Should be in the middle.
He's a performer,
should, yeah.
man. He's a
He get a
performer.
chance
I think
to-
no matter when he goes on, he's gonna do his thing regardless.
ARP is good with putting the big matches, in the middle so that you don't get the dead crowd.
I just hope Bill Collector doesn't put everything into like just that first round and then sputter out in 2 and 3 just because he wanted to put everything in that first round. This is the battle of his life. All right, so he's
Bill Collector's left?
yeah,
Okay.
right.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, no, it's the battle of Bill.
pronouns.
My fault with the pronouns. This
Yeah.
is Bill Collector's biggest battle, no debate. I mean, performance-wise, I got Hitman clearly beating out Bill Collector in performance. I mean, there's no question about it. Stage presence, crowd control. I'd edge the pen to Bill slightly, but I think Hitman's pen is underrated. Hitman can freestyle
Wait,
too.
you said that the pen is going to Bill?
Yeah,
I
he
edge,
said that.
I edge it to Bill.
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree with that. I
Talk to
don't
me.
see how
Talk
Bill
to me.
Collector has a better pen than Hitman Holla. I think we're just so accustomed to him to having the highest performance that we don't really pay attention to what he's saying.
I said Hitman's pen's underrated, but
I think Hitman has a better pen than Bill Collector.
So
You know,
what
he-
attributes do you give Bill? Do you give Bill none of the attributes?
Entertaining. Entertainment factor.
So that don't fall under performance?
Yeah, it does.
Okay,
A
so
little bit, but-
so you got Bill performance over Hitman?
No.
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 I don't think there's
Because-
any question about that.
Here's-
Yeah.
here-
There's so many unpredictable moments every round. You don't know if his brother going to pop out. You don't know if he's going to remix it. You don't know what's going to
The
happen.
remix
every
is the
round.
most overrated special move in battle.
Oh, here
Yes,
we
I
go.
said
Here we
it.
go.
It's the
You
most
are out your mind.
overrated special
You
move
are
in
out
battle
your
right
mind.
now.
But you don't even know when it's coming.
It landed versus John Johnny almost slapped Sue Surf in the first round. How is
Yes,
it most
okay.
overrated?
J.R. Smith?
Oh my goodness.
Listen.
Kidding me?
It was so good
People
that
are
when,
still
it was
quoting
so
J.R.
good
Smith.
that when
Yes.
John repeated it, it was even fire when John said it. That's how good it was.
That's one instance.
That's
Bill has moments,
four
but not
battles.
moments that you can recall right off the top like you can with Hitman.
I'll say this. I saw Bill hit
I've seen Bill plenty of times
I
live,
seen
too.
Bill hit somebody with the super duper scope that affected him so much that the next battle he had to get some comeuppance.
Yeah.
Like we not like the remix. I just never was a fan of the
I
remix.
gotta say
though,
this.
but who
I
you
gotta
battling?
say this. A lot of things work on smaller leagues and just smaller crowds.
Right.
The
And that's
reason
where
why
we
I
at.
edged Hitman because Hitman accomplished his performance feats on larger stages.
Right, but I think you
Big leagues.
but that's not where you at
He
now.
landed stuff. He landed stuff in Toronto on King of the Dot.
Mm-hmm.
He landed stuff on UW, URL. Like
I think the smaller
Bill got hot. In the past year, small leagues, smaller crowds,
and that's where
where
we're at.
they like anything, like a lot of things.
But that's where that RBE crowd, I mean, you've been there. Like that RBE crowd is very, very different than the URL crowd.
Okay.
And I think the smaller venue, the smaller crowd. I mean, if we're talking about how great, put it this way: if this was on Summer Madness, and again, no disrespect to RBE, but if this was on, a huge stage, I'd see Hitman having that edge. In that smaller, I think Bill is, dare I say it, more comfortable in that smaller setting.
I agree.
And I think being comfortable in a grudge match is definitely a thing. We saw that again in RBE.
Would there be a different outcome on URL as opposed to RB?
Yeah, I think if it was on the URL, I would probably edge it to Hitman because I think having
He's a
Hitman.
URL.
having those 1,000,
That's
1,500.
URL favorite. The crowd loves Hitman no matter what.
They do. And I think that small RB crowd.
So are we saying the league or the stage? We're saying a small crowd versus. Because I don't see the difference here.
Well, because so the RBE crowd it tends to be a smaller crowd because they book the smaller venues. So at the music room again, I've never been there, but my understanding is it's a smaller venue. we gonna have him in a small crowd on a small stage. You know,
I feel like we're not skipping over the elephant in the room. You know what I mean? I feel like Hitman Holla has a vibranium in what he can say to Bill Collector.
he does.
That's a crazy situation.
Because of the situation.
Yeah, like that's an
He has an
entire
advantage
round right
just
there.
based off
I've
that.
even seen people tweet out like Hitman wins a round automatically. Are we just gonna skip past this?
We can.
Much respect to Bill Collector, but I want to see how he addresses this, how he jumps over this, and
What if Bill just like goes on stage and starts like making fun of himself?
Hitman Little
Because I
Brother.
can see him doing
Hitman
that.
it's
Little
not gonna be
Brother.
around.
But I think if
Eminem did it, but that was in the movie. That's not.
but Bill did it with Suge when Bill battles.
So many times, we want to see you sit there and clown yourself.
But the thing is,
So
because
you're gonna clown yourself, and I'm gonna clown you too. So therefore, I went around.
So Bill wins the battle after all that?
no.
What are we doing?
I think that Bill definitely has an angle that he can use to counteract that, and in the sheer sense of, me and Mark got a problem, so you know what, Mark? Now she done hit you. Like, I couldn't even do my own dirty work. Like, I think, there's ways around it, and
But
Bill
they know
is
that,
creative.
though. Everybody know
But-
his
but-
little brother gonna fight for him.
Right,
What
but-
you saying?
That's cool until Showout actually gets on stage and then he does
And
something crazy.
Are we saying that Shaw can't be there?
No, Shaw gotta be. Shaw has to be there. I think
So
he
if
has to be
Shaw's
there.
First of all, let me speak straight here. One of Hitman's strongest move with being a remix is also his brother coming out. So you mean to tell me you got into a situation with Hitman's brother and that being his strongest move? How does he lose that round? How did he
Brother
lose
come
that
out,
round?
Once he pop out from the back of the crowd,
He ain't gonna pop up for the back. He was standing right there the whole time.
What happens if his brother spits 30 seconds? Then what?
then what?
Are we
How about
serious?
that?
I have much love for Bill Collector, but I'm just trying to prepare you for what you may encounter on that
concept
stage.
that's-
I gave Bill my word. I gave Bill my word. I was gonna be there, so I'll be there, front row and center. And I just
Don't forget, Hitman wanted this battle too.
whoa.
Hitman wanted this battle.
Whoa, no. When Bill
Check
was
the files.
campaigning for it last
Check the
year,
files.
when Bill was campaigning for it last year, see y'all got your laptops, I can't. When Bill was campaigning for it last year, Hitman amongst other people, why? It was laughed at. If somebody get the bag, right.
He was on.
If somebody get the bag.
for a while,
Hitman
and
wants
then
it
was
right
down
now.
from it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too. I don't. Hitman is successful. He appears to be financially free. You know what I'm saying? I don't get why it had to be the bag for the battle. Like, why not do it for the love? And this is a grudge match. If you really wanted
It's
it,
business.
but
Yeah.
but if you really wanted it and you don't need the bag, do this for 5K, 6K. I mean,
saying
again,
something
But the
about
whole
Cassidy?
reason why he
No.
fought for it in the
No.
first place was because he feels like this is work. This is a job.
Yeah.
So why not pay me for what I'm doing and pay me accordingly?
Oh, I agree.
That's why he fought for it.
Oh, yeah.
In the first
They
place,
selling pay-per-views.
yeah. Oh, listen,
They selling
I'm not
tickets.
saying that he
You're
shouldn't
not
get
going to
paid.
ask me to do something for the culture and I'm working my behind off.
But if it's something you want to do, then
Yeah,
what?
you want to do it, but it's still work. I want to go to work every day. I like my coworkers. I better get paid.
Sometimes they say when you do what you love, it's not actually work. That's what they say.
Yeah, but that's not how these
But
guys.
you still
That's not
gotta get paid
how
for
battle
it.
rap works. It's just not. I just hope this battle isn't past its prime too. They go on stage and they start talking about a fight from 2012 that a lot of these fans
They
probably
gotta
don't know about.
talk about it.
They gotta talk about it. No,
think-
I'm not
yeah.
saying don't talk about it, but I'm just saying I hope it's not like all 3 rounds. You know.
Right.
Let's hope Hitman don't do that. And which I think both of these guys are too. I mean, let's just say good to go out there and spit 3 rounds of guess what, my brother punched you in the face. So what? I don't
But
care.
if you're like Matt Hoffa, how he did with Hollow, he splishy
bro,
splashed
that-
3 rounds, and the thing about it is how he jumped into it.
That's true.
You didn't see
Yeah,
it coming.
if you do
so
it right,
Sure.
maybe it'll
If you
work.
do it right.
You do it
That's
right.
what I mean. Hitman can be unpredictable like that. He can splish splash the rounds. He can do. He's unpredictable. You don't know what he's bringing every time he comes out.
At the end of the
This is
day,
a mountain to climb for a Bill Collector.
It is.
I hope he does well, but this is a mountain to climb.
It is.
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it's not.
yeah, no, it is. It is. I like the Kill Bill suit Bill been wearing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see what you're doing. I see the angle.
How did? Yeah. Oh,
I see the angle. Go ahead. go
Oh
ahead.
man, I should save this for Twitter. How did the bride work out in that? You know what I'm saying? Like it was a mountain. It was the impossible task. Cool. I have faith in Bill. Again, I
I have faith in Bill too,
Yeah.
but I feel like the setup for how we've been, appreciating what Bill has done the past year, 2018, even late 2017, but it was fun. Do you want to see him be fun in this battle? This is a serious situation. We want to see you kind of,
Yeah, I think
underdog a little bit,
I think he will. I think even on Twitter, he's already showing, like, he knows that this is an uphill fight. He knows he's the underdog in this situation. I'm not discounting that, but I think that Bill has enough creativity.
I agree.
Enough, and just again, in the culture, he battled 46 times last year.
Is he where he was back in 2012 and 13?
No, he's better now.
He's better now?
He's better now. I think he's more.
Because if you're going if you're going Bill Collector in 2012, 2013 versus Hitman at that same time,
It's
right?
a whole different.
It's a whole different discussion.
I think Bill Collector got back to where he was. I don't think he's better. We're talking about.
Okay, so you know what? I'm looking at the fall
Super
off.
scope was created back then.
Yeah, you're right.
He's back to where he was.
You're right. Yeah, so that's probably. I guess I should say he's back.
Hitman
there.
hasn't really fell off, so I don't see how. I don't see how you got Bill winning this, but
Okay, so I mean, again,
You just gonna be the opposition.
no, it's not that. Listen, man. One thing about us from Philly is we talk different, man, and we stand on it. Like I don't believe that. I just don't believe that when you got one angle, that's going to be enough to beat somebody. And
it's not. I wouldn't say one. Of course, he's gonna have more angles, but that's like ace up your sleeve.
right.
and
But
Bill
round,
said
what's
Hitman's
that?
his favorite battle rapper too, so
That's the here we go. That's the second angle right there.
that's a second angle right there. I mean, he said it right on the blog, so.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
I got Hitman Holla round 1. I think he should just tank that round because Hitman Holla usually wins the first round. I can't really recall.
Just like Surf did, he gave the first round.
Yeah, he was
gave
Surf
up that
was
first round.
bombing him too. He said, "You know what? Hey, you know what?
Yep.
Jersey, Jersey. I know what he about to do."
Facts.
Right.
And he got Hitman won that round, so I'm giving Hitman 1 and 3.
1 and 3. So you think Hitman's third is going to be able to close out? Where do you have the remix at?
Hitman, he doesn't need it. He doesn't do it no more. Yeah,
I know Bill structures his rounds from lightest to hardest because Hitman's going to kind of be opposite.
Right.
So I give Hitman 1 and 2 and give Bill the third. 2-1
I think
Hitman.
they both should be the closer in the third round.
2-1 Hitman.
It's funny. I got Bill 2-1.
rounds?
But the exact opposite. I am
Say the
giving.
rounds.
I am giving
Say
Hitman
the
the
rounds.
first. I'm giving Hitman the
Okay.
first. Again, Hitman's first is how Tay-Rock's seconds used to be. It's almost when you're preparing, you gotta chalk that. Like, I mean, now Bill ain't giving Hitman first, but I feel like that just is what it is. But I think the second and third.
Bill collected the third round.
Yeah,
as well.
I think Bill is going to do exactly what you said. I think he's going to step up. First round's going to be okay. I think he's going to
That
have some
story
jokes.
better be great in the third. It better be great.
I think it will be.
You know what I mean?
I think it will be.
Underdog of somebody.
What if he come out like an underdog costume? Let me shut up. What you got?
Of course, I got Hitman, and I just feel like the third round better be smacking.
Yeah.
Bottom line, that third round, the first round, I get it.
Third
You
round
know,
from Bill Collector's
From
got to be
both
crazy.
of them. From both of them. The third round gotta be smacking. If it's not,
The battle could be underwhelming, you're saying?
yeah.
Potentially.
What happens if it's is this
Two
another
crazy
situation?
performers in this battle can be underwhelming? Is that a possibility?
It better not be. Bill,
I mean, it's always a possibility, but
Bill, you better do your part.
Yeah,
I mean,
Bill, you gotta
Mav
get it
did
together.
say this, shout out to Hip Hop is Real was out there in Atlanta. He said he didn't like that room, that feel, you know what I mean? And then ARP walks up on him and he says, it's going to be here? Do you see Matt face like, oh, damn. So hopefully that crowd is more appreciative. Maybe it's even more packed than before, but yeah, but that's the only way it can be underwhelming if the crowd doesn't appreciate what happens between him and Bill Collector.
Is this another situation where if the battle is close, like who needs this battle?
Bill Collector. Hitman doesn't need it.
Okay, I agree.
If it's close and it's debatable, and the war, in a sense, they're going to say Bill Collector won the war.
Okay.
I mean, if Bill beats Hitman, I don't think Hitman's going to be getting, or Bill's going to be getting these top-notch battlers after this if he wins the battle. But I mean, it's just a battle that needs to happen. That's all. That's how I feel about this.
I mean, but I want to,
It's closure.
I think
you know?
in December 2013, UW Face Off. One of the famous quotes from Hitman Holla says, "They don't book me unless the venue hold 1,000." So this is a small venue. You got to be worried about that. I think this is where Bill Collector can shine a lot more, probably overtake a round or two. But I still got Hitman Holla. Okay, 2-1.
Hitman 2-1, first and second.
Bill 2-1, second and third.
Hitman 2-1.
Prepare yourself, Bill. We got faith in you. Tell that story properly,
I
man.
ain't worried, Bill.
Punch the box. Punch the box. You
Something.
gotta get through.
Let's see that performance, Bill.
You gotta convey that message, man.
That's right. Hit it with the super. Never mind.
I wonder how he gonna do that too in there. Man.
I got the burner.
Yeah.
You know I got the burner.
Yeah.
He kind of says that, but he doesn't do like how he did in 2012.
Yeah, that's
It was a setup.
Yeah.
But now it's like he jumps into it and jumps out. I'm like, oh man, fix that too. With that being said, champion.
I'm still that nigga, still that nigga. I'm still that nigga who you hate, still that nigga who you love, and I still ain't going on a mission without them gloves. I'm still that nigga, still that nigga. I'm still that nigga, still that nigga.